Thank you so much. If you don't know, they put 5 hours with me into prepping and much more homework that we delivered. So I'm so grateful for their time and commitment to this. It's been really wonderful. Next up, I'd like to introduce Mitch Dollier. Mitch has been the chair of Teach for America Hawaii's board of directors since its charter year in 2006. His enthusiasm for public education is positively contagious, and his vision for what's possible for public education in Hawaii is inspiring. It's a pleasure, as always, to introduce Mr. Mitch Dollier.
Thanks, Daria. I want to thank everybody in this room for being on this journey with all of us at Teach for America Hawaii. There's a whole lot of supporters that have been with us since this adventure started in 2006, and without all of you, we wouldn't be where we are today, and we have some fun things to talk about today. I'm honored to have the very significant support from First Hawaiian Bank for them hosting tonight. It was wonderful. It's wonderful to have Superintendent here, Board Chair, Representative Takumi, Senator Sakamoto, who were like there at the beginning. You guys were all there at the beginning, so it's fun to look back on that. I guess I want to start by telling you this is all about children, and you probably knew that already, but one of my heroes in the public education movement is a gentleman named Jeffrey Canada from New York, who's the founder of something called the Harlem Children's Zone. And Jeffrey's a poet, and I've read poems of his to you before. I'm going to do another one tonight because that's like part of my shtick, right? But he motivates me to think about what this work is all about. This one's called Don't Blame Me. The girl's mother said, "Don't blame me. Her father left when she was 3. I know she doesn't know her ABCs or her 1, 2, 3s, but I'm poor and work hard, you see. You know the story, don't blame me." The teacher shook her head and said, "Don't blame me. I know it's sad. He's 10, but if the truth be told, he reads like he was 6 years old. And math, don't ask. It's sad, you see. Wish I could do more, but it's after 3. Blame the mom, blame society, blame the system, just don't blame me." The judge was angry, his expression cold. He scoffed and said, "Son, you've been told, break the law again and you'll do time. You've robbed with a gun. Have you lost your mind?" The young man opened his mouth to beg. "Save your breath," he heard instead. "Your daddy left when you were 2. Your mama didn't take care of you. Your school prepared you for this fall. Can't read, can't write, can't spell at all, but you did the crime for all to see. You're going to jail, son. Don't blame me." If there's a God or a person supreme, a final reckoning for the kind and mean, and judgments rendered on who passed the buck, who blamed the victim or proudly stood up, you'll say to the world, "Well, I couldn't save all. I did not let these children fall. By the thousands, I helped all I could see. No excuses, I took full responsibility. No matter if they were black, brown, or white, were cursed, ignored, or wrong or right, were shunned, prejudged, were short or tall, I did my best to save them all. And I will bear witness for eternity that you can state proudly, don't blame me." Okay, that's mostly for all you core members out there doing this work, but it's for all your supporters that are on this journey. And this is about, all this work is about children. And we got a lot of children that need our help, and this work is being done remarkably, as Peter and Tina and Lily showed us. And you know, Peter, Tina, and Lily, give them another round of applause. That was so cool. My best days are when I get to spend time with core members, and I was riding up in the elevator tonight with a young Teach for America core member who's telling me he just filed a knowledge patent for transfer of knowledge using computer programs and having students teach each other. And it's like, all I can tell you is every day when I'm with core members, I find out about new things that are going on that I couldn't have imagined that young, hardworking, don't blame me, no don't blame me core members are doing in our schools. And it's infectious, and that's why I'm still here, and that's why I am not going to give up on this work. And I will tell you, I look out at all of you, and I see a room full of hope. And I don't always see a room full of hope when I look out around in the world. I see a room full of hope here tonight, and I'm really excited about it. I want to mention one core member alumni, Takashi Ono. Takashi, are you here? Okay. Takashi is our first Teach for America core member alumni running for public office in Hawaii. He's a candidate for the House of Representatives in Nu'uanu-Aleva Heights, and so Takashi, proud of you and happy to see you step out into a new challenge. But how about a round of applause for Takashi? We've been bringing 50 to 60 Corps members a year to Hawaii since the 2006-2007 year, and we're looking forward to next year. And we've received wonderful support from Superintendent, from the head of Human Resources, Doug Murata, who's here with us tonight. And I'm really excited to say that we have the opportunity of bringing 100 Corps members to Hawaii in the fall of 2012. And so to Kathy, to Doug, we're doing it with significant support from the DOE, and we're doing it with the support and the platform that all of you have built. And you've been in from the ground level, but we're starting a new campaign this month. Campaign's called 100 for 100, because we're going from 60 Corps members to 100 Corps members. And you know, we don't count the Corps member alumni and the number of people that are here, but there's a couple hundred Corps member alumni in Hawaii too. And so it's like, these guys are, this is a growing movement. I've never been involved in a fundraising campaign where I had people in Hawaii give money to an organization and more money came in from the mainland as a result of people giving money to Hawaii. In the business of raising money, what usually happens is we have a lot of national organizations, and part of the funds are siphoned off to national organizations. So you don't add to Hawaii, but you help Hawaii, because there's talent that comes in the other direction. We have a national donor who, for every new $5,000 donor to Teach for America Hawaii, will match that with $5,000 from the Big Island of America. So I would really appreciate you telling your friends that that's available. The second thing is we have a local donor, the Chamberlain Foundation, and I know Sue Chamberlain's here tonight, and thank you, Sue, for what I'm about to say, who will match $5,000 additional contributions by Teach for America already contributors up to another $100,000. There's no, so. The real stars of the show are the Corps members. We have some really significant fundraising opportunities. Don't cross the street when you see me coming, because I will be talking to all of you about this, because that's like my job. What you've seen tonight from Peter and Lily and Tina, and from the Corps members at your table, that's what this work is all about. Probably if I had to say a word about Corps members, the word I would say is like, what makes Corps members great? It's relationships. I can go to a Teach for America classroom, and I see relationships with children. And you know what? You can't really convey knowledge without a relationship. And I'm really proud of our Corps members. I'm proud to have the job that I do. I thank you all for your contributions. I thank First Hawaiian Bank. Let's celebrate a room full of hope. Aloha.
I'd like to close this evening by having you consider the tremendous impact we can have on public education in Hawaii by meeting our goal to bring in 100 new Corps members for the 2012 Corps. This means we'll have the capacity to impact over 13,500 students in Hawaii's public education system. However, to realize that impact, we need the support of all of you. So in the folders and materials you received tonight, you'll find additional information about the 100 for 100 campaign and a commitment card that you can leave with us this evening if you choose. Finally, I want to sincerely thank our sponsors, community members, partners in the DOE, and especially our Corps members and alumni for joining us this evening. Each year, as our Teach for America Hawaii region grows, we're encouraged to think about the change that can happen with all of us working together to end educational inequity in Hawaii. Thank you.